This pandemic has taken a toll on many of us. In such a situation, how do we find hope and find strength and courage? Indeed, we are called to call upon God in times of our needs, in times of distress. And supposedly, we do call upon Him. Many of us also feel angry because God does not seem to answer our prayers. He seems to be deaf to our cries. And what is the reason? As the saying goes, when the disciple is ready, the master will appear. Very often when we are going through sufferings in life, all we are thinking of is to get rid of that suffering, of the pain. But we are not ready to diagnose the source of this pain, the cause of our pain. We are not ready to understand why is this suffering happening in our life. What is the Lord trying to tell us? What is it that the Lord wants to purify us in our growth? Many of us, instead of turning to God, we look into ourselves, we become depressed. We try to use all our human means to fight against the misery in our life. And very often, we never learned our lesson. We keep on repeating the same mistakes all over again, whether in relationship, whether in work, whether in business, or even in health. And that is the reason why when we go through sufferings in life, we find that the teacher is hiding from us because we are not yet ready. When will we be ready? We'll be ready when the day comes and we realize that we are totally helpless. When we are desperate, when you are humbled, then you begin to turn to the Lord. And when you are ready, the Lord will hide no longer. Because when you are desperate, when you are totally helpless, and you can no longer help yourself, you begin to be more docile. You become more receptive because, like a drowning man, you are looking for the last straw to cling on to survive. And it's important to take note that Jesus, He came not for the rich and the powerful, not for the self-righteous religious leaders. He came for the poor. He came for the sick. He came for those who were desperate, like the lepers, those who were possessed. He came for all these people because these were the people that would respond to the good news, not the others. The self-sufficient people, the rich, the powerful, those in the institutions, they had no need for Jesus. We are called to be co-workers of our Lord in the vineyard. There are many who are suffering, many who need some hope, words of encouragement, many who are sick emotionally, not just physically. Some feel marginalized, like the lepers. Some are just obsessed, like those who are possessed. The Lord has given us authority. He has given us the blessings that we need. Those of us who are better off than others, those of us who have gone through all these trials in our life, then we must be the one to go out to bring hope to those who are ready. And it is good for us to ask ourselves, who are the lost sheep in our midst? How can we reach out to them? How we continue to help them to find hope in God? And we cannot do this alone by ourselves. We need to pray. We need to depend on the grace of God. I think when the church becomes too heavy-handed, high and mighty, this is where we lose all our people. The church must come down from her pedestal. We need to identify with those who have left the church, those who are angry, those who are wounded, those who are feeling marginalized and not listened to. We are called to reach out. And this is where the gospel is proclaimed and becomes alive.